From the shadowy peaks of Transylvania to the chilling tales whispered through generations, one name evokes both terror and fascination: Dracula. We imagine a gaunt figure, pale and bloodthirsty, a creature of the night with an insatiable hunger. But what if the true horror lies not in the supernatural, but in the annals of human history? What if the inspiration for this legendary monster was a real man, a ruler whose deeds were so extreme, they forged a myth that endures to this day? Bram Stoker's 1897 novel, Dracula, introduced the world to Count Dracula, a Transylvanian noble with vampiric powers. Stoker's creation became the archetype for all modern vampires, solidifying the image of a creature eternally condemned, preying on the living. His novel, a masterpiece of gothic horror, cemented Dracula's place in popular culture, casting a long, chilling shadow over literature and film. However, Stoker's inspiration wasn't entirely a figment of his imagination. Deep within the tumultuous history of 15th century Wallachia, a principality now part of modern-day Romania, lived a prince whose reputation for severe justice and brutal warfare far surpassed any fictional villain. His name was Vlad III, famously known as Vlad the Impaler. Born around 1431, Vlad's childhood was anything but ordinary. His father, Vlad II, was a member of the Order of the Dragon, a chivalric order dedicated to defending Christendom against the Ottoman Empire. This lineage earned Vlad II the nickname Dracula, meaning dragon. Consequently, Vlad III became Dracula, or son of the dragon. Wallachia, during Vlad's time, was a volatile borderland caught between two colossal powers, the expanding Ottoman Empire and the Kingdom of Hungary. Constant invasions, internal betrayals, and political instability were the norms. Survival required a ruler of extraordinary resolve, willing to employ any means necessary to secure his territory and people. Vlad's youth was scarred by a period as a political hostage in the Ottoman court alongside his younger brother. This experience, undoubtedly formative, exposed him to the ruthlessness of power and the strategies of his future adversaries. Upon his return to Wallachia and repeated struggles to reclaim his rightful throne, Vlad emerged as a ruler utterly determined to maintain order and assert his authority. It was during his reign that Vlad earned his chilling moniker, the Impaler. His preferred method of execution for traitors, criminals, and enemies was impalement, a gruesome and drawn-out process designed to send a clear, terrifying message. Forests of stakes, each burying a victim, were a common sight around his castles, intended to instill fear and deter any who might oppose him. Historians debate the exact extent of his cruelty, but accounts describe actions truly beyond the pale. One famous story tells of him hosting an Easter feast for Wallachian noblemen whom he suspected of treachery. After the meal, he allegedly had them all impaled, some say for being disloyal, others for their laziness. Another tale recounts his treatment of Ottoman envoys who refused to remove their turbans in his presence. Vlad, seeing it as disrespect, had their turbans nailed to their heads. While these stories are horrifying, they served a purpose. Vlad operated in an era where brutal deterrents were common. His aim was to establish absolute order within his realm and strike terror into the hearts of his enemies, particularly the formidable Ottoman forces. His severity, though extreme, was arguably effective in maintaining Wallachia's independence for a time. So how did this Wallachian prince become a vampire? Bram Stoker never actually visited Romania, nor did he delve deeply into Vlad's full history. He likely encountered the name Dracula through a book or an acquaintance, possibly learning of Vlad's patronymic Dracula and the unsettling tales of his cruelties. The name Dracul, meaning dragon, also had connotations of devil in some Romanian folklore. This double meaning, combined with Vlad's horrific reputation, provided Stoker with a perfect, ready-made moniker for his undead antagonist. The historical Vlad's association with immense vital fluid loss, albeit through impalement, might have subtly influenced Stoker's choice of a vampire whose nourishment came from the essence of life itself. It's crucial to distinguish between the man and the myth. Vlad III Dracula was a complex historical figure, a defender of his homeland, a devout Christian, and by necessity, a ruler of appalling brutality. He was not an undead creature, nor did he possess supernatural powers. His legend grew from human actions, not supernatural ones. The real story of Dracula is a testament to how history, when imbued with chilling tales and a fitting name, can be transformed into enduring folklore. Vlad the Impaler's reign was a dark chapter of human history, marked by extreme measures for survival and power. His legacy, however, continues to fascinate, proving that sometimes the most terrifying stories are rooted not in the supernatural, but in the depths of human nature. From the pages of a Gothic novel to the darkest corners of Wallachian history, the name Dracula casts a spell. While Stoker gave us the vampire, history gave us a formidable prince whose methods etched his name into eternity. The truth, as often happens, is far more intricate and perhaps even more chilling. Which aspect of the Dracula story do you find most compelling?